Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Cristiano Ronaldo. So what can they make of this? So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Floated through, Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pirlo. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Now it's Donadoni. Oh, that's fabulous. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Belletti.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And he's managed to get free. Cross in. Piqué can get it clear. Pirlo. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Ronaldo. He's got away. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aubameyang. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. They get a throw in. And he's picked it up out wide. That is good strength. Forced to go back. Donadoni! And that's really well manoeuvred. Aubameyang. Morientes. That's beautifully weighted. De Gea tries to clear. Madueke. And Donadoni. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Belletti. Beckenbauer. And Donadoni. Fermin did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Madueke. Now he's got space here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
A probing pass. Can he get it through? Now it's Madueke. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Aubameyang bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Pirlo. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Good ball, good take. Cleared without hesitation. Zanetti. Madueke. Juve. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Aubameyang. Donatoni. Morientes. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against... That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Belletti. Costa Curta. And it's Hakimi. Pirlo. And here's Aubameyang. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Pirlo. Space for him to turn and look. Caught offside that time. Aubameyang. Oh, no joy this time. Madueke. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Morientes is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 35 yards out, this. That was travelling.
Substitution in progress.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Hakimi, pressing high and with purpose. Could be danger here. Quick look, then plays it in. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Front-footed pressing going on here. It's a pretty loose pass. Vermi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Morientes knocks it out wide and he's quick to return it. Big chance, corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Donatoni plays it short. Dani Olmo can clear it away. That's been cut out, well played. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Hakimi.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Belletti. Donatoni. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's made its way to him. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice-looking ball. Floated through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's well spotted. Donatoni.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Pings in across. And that's the keeper's ball.
Indonesia really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Belletti. He's a sharp little ball here. Morientes. This ended up in no man's land.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Aubameyang charging forward, the ball at his feet. Not the most accurate pass.
Two
Dani
minutes
Olmo.
has been indicated.
And it's Nakata. Played into space. That's an excellent interception. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Belletti. Now it's Donatoni. Now the delivery, and the finish! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Desperate defending required here. That's good defending, very good defending. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options. He's at his most comfortable going forward, but he does come in using his strength in one-on-ones, and that change of direction he can deliver too.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Driving forward. He's in plenty of space here. Showing good feet. Schlotterbeck, too strong for his opponent there. Locatelli. That's a nicely shaped ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Sara. And Burmo. And Rafinha.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played through into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ambitious ball here. Sara. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. De Ligt. Aimed beyond the defence. No, it's come to nothing. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. And Burmo. Nice interception, well timed. Maldini with the clearance. And it's Sara. And Burmo. Ferran Torres. De Gea claims comfortable. Well, they could break here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Tonali, good running, strong and purposeful. Ferran Torres. Now it's Sara, and he's been shifted off it. Sara showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Ajax really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Sara venturing down the left. Sara. Sara's cross. That has been knocked clear. Zanetti. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Wriggles his way through. That is very well defended. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he cuts out the supply. It's a lovely, neat pass. Donadoni has it out wide and in space. Madueke providing an outlet on that flank. And it's hoisted clear. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Donadoni really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Locatelli. Donadoni. That's really well manoeuvred. And Madueke. And that could set him on his way. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And deep into first half stoppage time. A timely strike. And that is all they have time for. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Milan just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Milan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Ferran Torres.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Sara. Now it's Ferran Torres. Threads one in. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
And here's Ferran Torres. And he's picked it up out wide. That's tidy. O'Reilly proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Locatelli. Not the most accurate pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Fermin in acres of space out wide. Locatelli.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And Burmo. Oh, this looks sharp. Passes short and sharp. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Ferran Torres. No, again there's no way through. Oh, he's played it in low. Rafinha. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking for the run. And Burmo. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Locatelli.
Ajax really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Takes a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Tries to pass it through. That's a fine save by Henderson. And that is a truly outstanding save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the keeper beats it away. Ajax are looking to go forward now. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he was alert to it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's gone loose. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Forlan! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's it. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things already rolling.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Stood up well to him there. Zanetti. Massaro. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Played into space. Pepe deals with that comfortably. Oh, can he get onto this? Van Bouten gets across to intercept that. And it's Aubameyang. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And that's really well manoeuvred. Diouf stood his ground strongly. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's found space here. And they can counter here. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Chips it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Aubameyang. Neymar. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with... It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This to make it 1-0. It's bounced back off the post. Piqué getting this one clear. Milan so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Madueke. Diouf. Costa Curta makes the interception. It's not an especially good pass, that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Best going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good take in a good area. That's the keeper's ball. AC Milan could counter here. Aubameyang might just make this. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a cute ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zanetti. Donatoni. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cafu, that is a great pick out. And he's lost his man here. Best! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Madueke. Diouf. Nice looking ball. And the through ball. De Gea getting this one clear. Aubameyang. Donatoni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lopez. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Fermin, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Pirlo. Now it's Aubameyang. Neymar in acres of space out wide. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's just beyond his reach. Fermin, nicely shaped ball. Donadoni. Not the most convincing of passes. Costa Curta. Short changes him with that pass. Now this could be it. And he shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's
and that is all they have time for. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then.
Milan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
He's got away. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This looks promising. Best. Now it's Aubameyang. Now that looks a decent ball. Raul. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Costa Curta has it out wide and in space. That's a corner kick. Defending of the desperate variety. He's on it, can he get away? And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Best is offering a wry smile there.
This their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And could be danger here. Zanetti. Diouf. 60 minutes played. Now it's Aubameyang. Well read, nice interception. That's an imaginative pass. Raul. And that's been won straight back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10, numero 19. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7.
And no, just off target. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ambitious ball here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Aubameyang. Aubameyang is onto this. Big chance!
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 16.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Lascia il campo per il numero 17.
Oh, good effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Van Balten calmly anticipates. Saka. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now there's a fine ball. There's the header! Well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go.
Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Corner number 2 then. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Corner then. So their 4th corner of the game. Milan awarded another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Milan are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Neymar. 5 minutes left on the clock. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar is herring after that one. Dani Olmo, best. Saka. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And they've got rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rijkaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Dink through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Van Balten gets over and intercepts. Zanetti. He won't be happy with that one. And that is as far as it goes. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Juve voted man of the match, and deservedly so.